Well, hello, everyone. We're going to be sharing 6 simple tips to plan your home buying process. I am Jemea Kingsby at Mia Miami _real estate, and today I'm here with Sarah Torres
Hi, everyone.
at Sarah.Torres _compass. So we wanted to share some really common questions that we receive as you are beginning to prepare to purchase your home. Starting with number 1, finding your price range. Sarah, how does someone figure out their price range? How do they know what they can even afford?
That is a very great question and possibly the most important. What I would recommend is sitting with a lender or talking to them over the phone. Provide them with the information about your income, assets, debt, and potential down payment. And then the lender will be able to provide you with a ballpark figure in writing of how much he or she thinks you can afford to pay monthly on a mortgage. Now, there's no cost involved in doing that, and there's no commitment on either side. This is just helpful because it's an estimate in figuring out if buying a home is a viable option,
Mhm.
and if so, they tell you, what price range will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, and number two, you'd want to keep saving. So if possible, continue setting money aside for your down payment. Obviously, the more you have, the better.
Yeah, that's a really important one too, is to keep that savings. What's the idea on how much for the down payment that they're going to need? What do you think?
Yeah, so the amount can vary. It can be
Mhm.
as much as 20%, sometimes 25%, depending if it's a certain condo. And that's 20% of the purchase price, but it can also be lower with a conventional loan, or if you qualify for a VA, if you're a veteran, or an FHA loan. You'll just need the funds to cover closing costs, moving, and other expenses.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about those additional costs. So typically the closing fees are going to be anywhere from 2 to 5% of the purchase price of the home. So if your home cost $150,000, you might pay between $3,000 and $7,500 in closing costs. And then the moving expenses, I like to think of those in 2 factors. There's the where you're moving from, say you're coming from out of state to South Florida, and then how much you're moving, whether you're moving from like a 1-bedroom condo versus a 4-bedroom house. And then the moving companies will be able to kind of estimate a quote for you so that you really have that in mind.
Yeah, so there's
Mhm.
going to be three costs that you incur: your earnest money deposit, which goes towards your closing costs, the appraisal fee, and the inspection fee. So it's always good to have a little extra money, not just your down payment.
Yeah, those are super important as well, Sarah. So number 3, check your credit. This one is huge, Sarah. You want to take this one?
Yeah, so your credit score can impact the interest rate that you qualify for. You can also request a free copy of your credit score from any of the three major credit reporting agencies. You want to review it carefully and check for discrepancies, work on improving your scores. So this is like by paying down your credit card debt, for example, or just avoid taking out large loans during this time. When you are home buying, you want to make sure that you do not change your credit situation.
Yeah, that's so important. And just so everyone's aware, there's 3 major credit reporting agencies. There's TransUnion, Equifax, and then there's Experian. So with Experian.com, they actually have a free service to view your FICO score. And then there's companies like CreditKarma.com and IdentityIQ.com that provide services that help monitor your credit, which can also be really helpful. The 3 main criteria that a mortgage lender is going to look for are your payment history. That includes your old credit accounts, your new credit accounts, and anything that may be delinquent. And then your debt to income ratio, which just as a rule of thumb, you want to keep that at least under 30%. The lower, the better. And then also your credit score, of course.
Yes, great. So
Mhm.
important. Number four, you want to gather more information and advice. When you start to look at homes online to see what's available in your price range, think about your must haves and your nice to haves so you can focus your search when you're ready to start the next step.
Mhm.
Use these questions to create your new home wish list. So if you want a big backyard or more office space, these are just important things to consider as well. This is also a good time to reach out to a local agent like myself and Mia, to be able to help you provide helpful neighborhood information and market information. You can also do a free home search on our website, thehowlandgroup.com, and create an account to save your favorite properties and just connect with one of us on the team.
Yeah, those are really, really great tips there, Sarah. I think you even said, like in one of your recent videos that you did, not to think of your realtor as being tied to a property. I really liked that because it's about being comfortable with your real estate advisor, someone who actually understands your needs. Some people will just jump, they'll go on Zillow, find a realtor for this house, and then they'll jump to this house on Zillow, and that's a totally different realtor at that time. But finding the right realtor that you like and that can understand your needs and assess them is really going to be the key. They can do all of the legwork for you based on your criteria so that by the time you're actually viewing those homes, you're really finding something that matches your must-haves. And then by the time you get to the closing table, you know with confidence that you have a trusted advisor representing you. For most people, Sarah, I think this is one of the most expensive purchases and investments that they're going to make in their life. So having that trusted representation, it's super important.
Yes, so true.
Mhm.
Number 5 is identify pre-approval materials. So a pre-approval letter is usually valid for 60 to 90 days. So you don't need it until you're closer to buying, but just make sure that you have that or can get the documents you'll need. Um, they'll ask for tax returns, W-2s, pay stubs, and bank statements. Sometimes lenders want to see evidence of your down payment. So if you're getting help from family or friends and the money isn't in your account, you may need to secure those funds prior to the pre approval, or just provide documentation showing that the funds will be available.
Yep, exactly. And if that buying process does take longer than 90 days, then be prepared to have those documents like your bank statements and those pay stubs updated again. So, tip number 6, getting pre-approved. If you think you'll be ready to buy in the next 60 to 90 days, you can start the pre-approval process now. A lender is going to help you determine how much you can afford and get you pre-approved for the loan. And with the Howland Group, we actually work with a preferred lender, Fairway Independent Mortgage, among others. But you can use any banking institution or lender that you prefer, or if you have an existing relationship with another lender. But I will recommend that it is good to research and read the reviews from other existing customers. Your lender is kind of like putting a ring on it, so you want to make sure you actually want to be in that relationship with them.
That was such great advice. I love the steps.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for watching us. Make sure if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to each of us. My contact information, you can send me a text message. My phone number is 305-306-1209. And
And for me, Jemea Kingsby, you can reach out to me. My direct is 786-328-0335. And you can also DM me at Mia Miami _real estate. So thanks again. We are Agents of Compass with the Howland Group in South Florida. Till next time, take care.
bye.